I took a trade last week, Monday, on the 7th of October on the pound dollar. No news that week on Monday or Tuesday. CPI on Thursdays. So I just wanted to go over the trade. Going into the week, I was bearish. The order flow was strongly bearish. We had a strong bearish close on the weekly time frame right there, the week before that. So I wanted to short. However, given it was a Monday, London, New York session, not the best idea, but yeah, just reviewing the trade, I took a short right here, just at 8:45 a.m. New York time, which is 1:45 p.m. UK time. Saw price pull back into these fair value gaps, right, after displacing lower during the London session and after London session, and came into these fair value gaps during the New York session, came in, put this order block, tapped in to clear the first fair value gap, and then tapped into the start of the second fair value gap, and to meet and also break below this range, and that provided me with, well, I thought, an entry reason. However, looking at the overall direction of the trade, where we were at this order block deep in discount, came into the 50% of that order block, tapped it once, held that level with a channel as well on the 240 and the 60-minute time frame, came and held with this strong engulfing candle that took out liquidity below the low and tapped into that order block. Seeing all of those reasons, I exited that trade immediately, where I exited the trade somewhere around, I believe somewhere around here. It was around 0.3% loss that I took. And then I let the trade play out because honestly, Monday, I'm not looking for a short trade, especially when we've already reached a point of interest. And that point of interest in this case was that 50% off that daily time frame order block deep in discount, whereas we had already tested the start of that daily time frame order block, held, pushed up, came into this range, 50% of that range, and then displaced lower. Had a good trade during London session, but I wasn't looking for shorts to go short on a Monday, and the exact same reason here. I don't know why I entered, but as soon as I entered, I exited because of the reason it's Monday and we've already reached a point of interest. So yeah, order block reached once and held, and then came again, held that 50%. Then price continues to consolidate sideways. This is the Monday, and then we have, price takes out Monday's high on Tuesday. Is in session formed. Price, trapping sellers right here during London session, pushes up, traps buyers during New York session, and then makes the high of the week during, I believe, New York session. Let's just see how that plays out on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we get the displacement after, and then price continues lower and CPI comes down and still doesn't clear out the sell side liquidity though. We're already into next week now. I'm just reviewing last week's trade. So yeah, we've still got room for price to come down and take out that sell side liquidity. Yeah, so just reviewing the trade, high time frame wise, I was bearish going into the week, which is fair. I'm looking for opportunities to go short, right? So yeah, we started the week off like this, and I was, of course, bearish. I'm predicting price to go to that sell side liquidity. However, good, and we had this bearish engulfing candle that tapped the order block the day before on Friday and Monday. Yeah, we had opportunities to go trade. During the London session, we had pull back into this range, this imbalance. Price came out, took out liquidity initially, which is exactly what I want to see, and then displaced lower, put a breaker, put a fair value gap, market structure shift, everything, all the confluences that you need in a trading opportunity, liquidity, right? And then honestly, because this London session, it would be good to just take a short around here. This is of course just hindsight trading, and I am just watching what price is doing. And yeah, I would have traded that either to this low or this close right here, because like I said, it's Monday. I'm not really looking for price to take out, sell side liquidities, come down and make new lows, because I'm still waiting for price to pull up during this week and then continue lower. Yeah, but this is a good trading opportunity for future reference and something to just keep an eye out for, and even back test, especially when we had such a drop on Friday, right? We had such a strong imbalance on Friday. We have a level drawn liquidity, which is a sell side liquidity around here, or it's that this order blocks 50%. Price comes up, holds this fair value gap, takes out liquidity, essentially a double top, right, with liquidity grab, displaces lower with fair value gap on the 60-minute during London session with also forming a breaker, and then comes and taps that breaker once and then continues lower on the 15-minute. Even better entry if you wanted to wait further, because you had this, right, we came up, rejected the breaker right there, London session, and then displaced lower. We got the market structure shift right there, even better on 5-minute, and could have entered on the 618 pullback right there with stops above these highs and then continued lower. But yeah, I entered it was just a FOMO trade and exited immediately because I could just tell, or not, just could not tell. I don't want to be trading Monday New York session on a trend continuation trade when this market has already made this move on the Monday and come into a point of interest. So not worth the risk. But I do enjoy the fact that London session had trend trade, even though it's a Monday. We had loads of confluences and loads of factors going into, look at that, 50% off this fair value gap held with this liquidity grab on this double top, followed by breaker, fair value gap, come and tap into that fair value gap with an order block and then continue lower. So yeah, wouldn't want to trade on a Monday, but something like this presents itself, then this is just too sweet to avoid. And don't really want to be trading later on in the evening, especially when we've already taken Friday out. Friday's low, we've come into a point of interest, and the fact that we got CPI during the week as well, and it's a Monday, and those are just the negative factors to consider and not to take the trade. Cool.